Good morning. We are back on Zwift today, doing another century for the 40 at 40 challenge. I am currently in New York, virtually, to do the longest route on Zwift's New York World, which is called Fuhgeddaboudit, which is 49 miles. So, smart people realise that's not 100 miles, that's not a century. So I'm going to do this route, and then at the end of the ride, the end of the route rather, I'm going to switch to a robopacer and do another 50 miles. Just boring laps, but get the miles in, and I probably won't stream that bit. In fact, I certainly won't stream that bit, because that's not going to be particularly exciting to watch. So instead, I will be ending the stream once I finish this route. And then if you want to see the full stats of the full century, have a look on my Strava, the link to which is on my channel. So I just mentioned the 40 at 40 challenge. If you're new to the channel, you may not know what that is, but it is essentially I'm riding 40 imperial centuries, 100-mile rides at the age of 40. So I turned 40 at the end of February last year. The 26th of February this year to finish all 40 century rides. This is number 35. So we're getting there, including this one. There's 6 to go and 7 weeks to do it. So I just need to make time to do these rides. It may involve taking a day off work, because weekends are full of family commitments and things. So I've been able to sneak on today. So later start than I would normally prefer to do. But as I said, there's other things going on in my life. I've got a family. They need looking after as well. And they've been very accommodating this year. So, happy days. Part of this is just a personal challenge, but I'm also doing it to raise money and awareness for a charity called St Mungo's, who help homeless people affected by homelessness get back on their feet and rebuild their lives. It's a really amazing cause, and they do a lot of really great work. And yeah, it's a cause that's I feel very strongly about. Homelessness can affect anyone at any time, and being someone that has been made redundant from work a few times, and I have had to move back home with my mum because I've not been able to keep paying the rent. Not everyone has those same opportunities. Not everyone's as fortunate, has that family and friend network that can support them through tough times. And unfortunately, they can end up living on the streets or couch surfing. And St Mungo's are a charity that help get people back on their feet. It's really, really important stuff. They do great work. Check them out. If you scan the QR code that is on screen, that will take you to my Just Giving page, which has all of the information, all the relevant links, and also lists every single century ride I've done so far. So you can check those out via Strava, and most importantly, you can donate to the cause. My fundraising target is £1,600. Why that much? Because 40 times 40 is 1,600. We're not quite halfway. We're on £786 raised. So we're close to halfway, but it would be great if today, if you're watching this, you can help bump that up. Even if you just donate £1, that really still helps. It's all about those marginal gains, right? And if you're finding this channel, it's probably because you're interested in cycling, and you've probably heard all about marginal gains. So, as we roll through Prospect Park, in virtual New York, we will have a bit of chat. Please say hello in the chat on the channel if you're watching live. Helps keep this what was a pretty flat and uneventful route, will just really help eat up the miles, distract me from the repetitive pedal strokes. Oh yeah, we're just going to have a lovely day. So come and say hi. Talk about all sorts of rubbish, cycling stuff, non-cycling stuff, food, football, Christmas, holidays, whatever you like. No question is off limits. So yeah, let's just have a lovely time. I'm just going to do a quick bit of admin on my phone while I pedal. But yeah, sit in, settle in, and let's knock another century out. While you're here as well, don't forget to like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. And also share these videos with your pals. And share the channel with your pals. There's loads of content in here, loads of different types of rides, not just Zwift. We've done big epic sportives, we've done gravel rides, we've done solo adventures, group adventures, club rides, all sorts of different stuff. So if you're interested in gravel, I'd recommend watching the Frontier 300 videos. That's a two-parter. Check those out. If you're interested in road cycling events, check out the Band of Climbers XXL video. If you're interested in bikepacking adventures, check out the North Coast 500 video series. There's 4 videos on that one. And if you're interested in just the ramblings of an average cyclist on his own, cycling across the roads of the south of England, pick any other ride video, really. Yeah, I'm going to stop rambling now. Do that admin I mentioned. We just grind up this little hill. I think I'll save the admin until we've crested the hill. As well, it's not a challenging climb by any stretch. Should probably still focus on being in a decent position on the bike. So that's what we're going to do. So this is the Hill KOM, and how many people have done this recently? It's going to tell us soon. 370. The 83rd. 372. So yeah, that's very good. I'm really happy with that. The bike I'm riding at the minute is, I can't remember which it is actually, but it's had 2 upgrades on it. So it's had I think the aero upgrade and the weight upgrade. So it's slightly better than stock, which is cool. Right. I am gonna do that admin now. So, what does it say? Saging Mark Lappard. I use my wish and watch my 3D self for hours. Now I'm watching someone else live. Well, there you go. As long as I can entertain you while you're pedalling. How long or how far are you riding today? If you are riding today, even. That's an assumption. You might just be sat on the sofa watching me. Yeah, how far are you going today? So if you have watched previous videos from Zwift, you'll maybe notice that I have a pretty good and varied array of football shirts. Cycling New York today, but I don't have a New York Red Bulls jersey. Closest I've got is this Orlando City top that I picked up maybe 6 years ago when I was over in Orlando for work. I like to pick up a local football shirt from as many places as I visit as possible, like a little souvenir. So that's where this one came from. It's not in any way close to New York, but hey, it's still East Coast. So just did an hour today for recovery. Did threshold interval yesterday. Legs are still cut. Oh, fair play to you, man. Yeah, threshold intervals are... yeah, they're fun. They feel good though, I think. Like, it's that type 2 fun though. Once you've done it, you feel great. And then yeah, well played for getting on and doing another hour today. It's a recovery ride. That's something I don't really do enough of, is recovery rides. I did my Strava end of year stats, my Strava Wrapped. Did it through VeloViewer because I think the interface is better. You can see that breakdown on my posts on my YouTube channel. If you go to community, there's posts there. You can see my stats from 2025. But yeah, it's like 3,200 miles or something. But it's only 36 active days. Because it's basically been, if it's not 100 miles, it's not worth doing. I have been fortunate with injuries, or rather the lack of getting injuries. Touch wood. So I've not felt I've had to do recovery rides, but yeah. After this challenge, once the 40 is completed, I think I'll be going back to normal rides and some little midweek training blocks. I'd like to give racing a go in Zwift. I'm not a sprinter. I'm going to be useless at races, but that might still be fun to have a go. And hey, I might surprise myself. So Zwift's version of New York is a little bit more futuristic than the real thing. Little 5-second power gate there, which I'm not entertaining. We'll get to Central Park at some point, and it's a lot of like raised walkways and yeah, futuristic stuff. It's kind of fun. Got the escalator. We'll start to warm up now, so we'll open the windows. In the pain cave. It's not really a pain cave, it's the conservatory on the back of the house that's got a leaking roof. Bit of a dumping ground. But does the job for now. I don't know if you'll be able to make out in the background, but just there I've got a little shelf and a photo frame. Just for today's ride, I've put some New York themed Lego on the shelf to tie it into the ride we're doing today. So There's the New York City skyline and a yellow taxi. This room also serves as my Lego room. I've got looking at a few different sets just above my eye line here. I'm in the middle of building Rivendell, which is an amazing set. About halfway through, did a few more bags, yes, whatever day it was. Thursday, I think. And it's getting there. It's very cool. It's such a beautiful set. So we've got a little Gimli. Where are you? Oop. It's hard to do this while pedaling. Little Gimli. Cheering me on. Yeah, along with cycling and football, Lego is definitely top 3 in the hobbies. Just built some really shonky shelving in here, so we had a bit of space to actually display the Lego, because that's one of the challenges. You can buy it and you build it, but then where do you put it afterwards? So I've built some shelving specifically for Lego. At some point, hopefully this year, we get this room sorted out and make it a usable space. I can get rid of all the temporary stuff and the dumping ground vibe that it's got. But until then, it serves its purpose. So it looks like there's this Brooklyn Bridge. That would make sense to go from Prospect Park into Manhattan, wouldn't it? I've still not done that admin I mentioned. Maybe I should do that. Do that now. On this flat section. Let's get the Zwift companion up. That's what I should have done ages ago. 8 miles into the ride. Only just opening it. Just bin this draft boost, because there's a little group of us here. We'll make this little section easier. Group. Give them a cheeky ride on. How long have you been cycling? What's my FTP? Started road bike last year. Rode my hybrid bike for 9 months before roadie. I'd say I've been proper cycling for nearly 7 years, I think. Maybe a little bit longer than that, maybe 8. Not entirely sure, but I kind of bought what I call my first proper bike after I signed up for the Ride London 100, the Prudential Ride London Sussex 100, whatever the full name of it is. And I bought a second-hand specialised Roubaix Elite from a guy selling one on eBay for £600. It's the most I've ever spent on a bicycle before. Before that, it's always just been buying the cheapest thing I can find on eBay for like £10-20 just to get me to school or work. Not really for any real exercise benefit. But in training for the Ride 100, I realised that I actually really like it. I really enjoyed cycling, so training for that really gave me the bug. And then I've been doing it since. And I got my first, well, my only gravel bike like 4 years ago. I don't love gravel nearly as much as I love road. Road is definitely my favourite discipline. I like gravel when it's gravel, you know, like nice fire roads or forest wide paths, but in the UK gravel's really bad. And the video that I'm editing at the moment is from a ride I did on Boxing Day, which basically highlights how bad UK gravel is, because while there were little moments that were really good, a lot of it was like rutted double track or single track mountain bike trails or just boggy grass paths. So yeah, in the middle of editing that video together, that will go live in the week. And then, in regards to my FTP, I don't actually remember. I think it's 237. I think I did an FTP test when I first got into Zwift a couple of years ago. There was a video for that on my channel, shameless plug. Yeah, I think it's 237, but I've only ever done the one FTP test, and I need to do another one, but as I said earlier, I'm riding less than 100 miles, it's not worth it this year. So after this 40 at 40 challenge is complete, I'll do another FTP test and see how things have changed. Because it should be a fair bit better. So to ramp up the fan, warming up now. See if I can get this little face fan going. It's very busy. That's not going to work. Oh well. So what sort of rides are you doing on the road bike? Just kind of solo rides, or you got a local club you go with? Looked at any sportives? Yeah, in relation to my FTP, I am 6'4", so what's that, 193 centimetres? Something like that. And I weigh 69 kilos currently. Local club sometimes with mates. It's 1 AM in New Zealand. Oh well. Yeah, get some rest, dude. Thanks for joining all the way from New Zealand. It might be my farthest flung viewer. Yeah, enjoy your cycling journey. It's yeah, obviously I'm biased, but I think it's fantastic. And a bike is the best way to get around in the majority of situations. Yeah, enjoy it, and thanks for coming. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Maybe I'll see you in the comments of other videos. Have a good one, dude. Good night. So I've currently got the Aero Boost power up. Looking at the elevation graph, there's a climb coming, so we'll hold that for the descent of that climb. Not really much elevation on this route. Can't remember off the top of my head, so let's look it up. Forget about it. Disagree to cookies. Okay, so yeah, the route is 49.1 miles in total. Elevation gain, or 79 kilometers. Elevation gain 2,749 feet, or 838 meters. So not an awful lot, really. Well, actually, to be fair, for the distance, that's okay. It's a little bit more lumpy than I thought it was. But the last 50.9 miles that I do after this route is complete are going to be more flat than that. Because I'm just going to join the pacer group and crank out the miles. I won't be streaming that part because that's going to be very boring. That's just too noisy with all the ride-ons and dings and clinks and plonks all the time. So we're going to end the stream once this route is finished. And then I'm going to join the pacer group and knock out another 50 miles while watching some FA Cup games. I think I'm going to watch the Hull City Blackburn game. It kicks off at 2:30 because my brother's a Blackburn fan. So I'll watch that so I can tell them how terrible they are. I'm a Newcastle fan myself, if you weren't already aware from previous videos. And yeah, extra time and penalties yesterday for us against Bournemouth. 2 games in a row, there's just been crazy drama at the end. Against Leeds at the weekend, winning 4-3, scoring in the 102nd minute to win it. Crazy. This is the main climb of the day. Early days. So I feel like this can be a big ring climb. Nope, it's not a big ring climb. They're 15% a minute. So we'll just spin up this. Only 85 people have done this climb recently. So we'll aim for top 50%. See how that goes. But with this being the most significant climb of today, I feel like I can put an effort in, still recover later. There's a few peaks on this route that look a bit steep, but could be able just to grind up them. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, back at 13% now. And it's going to level off here, so we'll go back into the big ring. Save burning too many matches. And the futuristic cycleways above Central Park. There's a film called Megalopolis, which I've not seen, but I feel like it's inspired a lot of Zwift's version of New York, from what I've heard of the film. Still in the big ring, pushing just over 300 watts. Levels up a little bit more. Probably putting more effort in than I should be. Only half a mile left of this climb. recover a bit here. Back into the little ring. I need to connect the fan to the Bluetooth. It's getting hot. There we go. Crank the fan up. A little bit drippy. Last ramp of this climb. Nine 900 feet to go. Okay, there we go. Where are we going to sit compared to the other 80 people that have done this? Top 20? No. 22nd of 147. Very good. Big fan of that. Now we descend. Active recovery before we kick in the aero boost. Just descent here. Kick that in. We'll freewheel down to the bottom. And have a drink. $50 miles an hour. Nice. There we go, down to zone 2. That's what we're after. Then a lot of zone 3. Most of that was this climb. We're 14.1 miles into the ride. We've done the biggest climb of the day. 42 minutes in. This is a fantastic pace. To grind up this ramp using inertia from the previous descent. Just realised there's more New York Lego in here. This set isn't mine. My wife's got Central Perk rather, from friends. I'll show you this without breaking it. It's a very cool set. So that's New York as well. I also got for Christmas Lady Liberty set, so I'm excited to build that too. I do very much like New York. Been twice in my life. Once for my honeymoon, 2017, and then again last year, my 40th birthday. We went to see Lord of the Rings with a live orchestra at Radio City Music Hall, which was unreal. It was so good. What's that? 50 miles until the next upgrade unlocks. Well, we'll do that today, won't we? That'll be the third upgrade for this bike once I hit that. So right now we're hitting an average speed of, give or take, 20 miles an hour. That's unreal. I do find Zwift is faster than actual, real outside road riding. Obviously here you don't have to worry about traffic lights or junctions or potholes or taxi drivers intent on killing you. But yeah, still a significant speed increase. I don't have the heart rate monitor on. It never normally works. Don't know what it is. I think it's my chest shape. Got a concave chest, you see. As in pectus excavatum. That's my theory as to why the heart rate monitor doesn't work properly. I also don't have my watch on today because it hasn't been charged. I left the charger at my mother-in-law's house over Christmas. I ordered another one ages ago, but it should have arrived on Wednesday, just gone. But it hasn't. And that's the story of my heart rate. Maybe I'll try and put it on. I can reach it. It's just the strap. Right, don't know where that is. I'll put that on. Hey, you've got a big old valley coming up on the elevation profile. Hopefully we can use a lot of inertia to get us up the other side of it. There's a little ramp before that descent. Grind over the top of this. There you go. And this looks like it's coming off of the cyclical skyway. Might have a name on it, that's what I'm calling it. Let's go back onto it, I guess. I'm not going to freewheel down this because I don't think the gradient is enough for that to make sense. So instead, easy pedalling, zone 2. While still being nice and quick. Comes the ramp back onto the skyway. This route does every road, well, they say every road, I'm not sure if that's true, but every road in the New York world in Zwift, which is cool. Don't feel like inertia's taking me too far. There we go. We're in the big ring. Zone 5. Getting some decent watts down. Starting to ease up a little bit. And there's another ramp. Might grind up that though. Let's see. try and get back into zone 2 in this bit, which is the blue section on the top left of the screen. Didn't go into zone 2, stayed in zone 3. Grind up this. Can't be bothered to change gear into the small ring. I'm sure that's how the pros do it as well. Oh, I can't be bothered. Significantly less effort to do that than it is to pedal up it, but I can't be arsed. I think I will go into the small ring for that next ramp that's coming up there. As you can see on the top middle of the screen, where it's red, orange, yellow, blue. There's a decent chunk of red, so I'll probably go in the short ring, the small ring for that. Get zone 1 a little bit there. What I like about Zwift is that I have my power. I don't have a power meter on my road bike, or gravel bike, or cargo bike. It's nice to see what power zones I'm in. To help pace the ride a bit. Although I'm not really pacing very well today because I should be mostly zone 2, and I'm mostly zone 3 right now. I'm also due a snack, so once this eases up, I will be snacking. Turns out I am big ringing up this bit. In zone 6, probably quite daft of me, considering I've still got 82 miles to ride today. Banana tap. What's your go-to ride snack for anyone watching? Normally the first snack I have on a ride is a banana. And then I alternate energy bars, gels. I'm doing a cafe stop. I'll have a bacon sandwich and a cup of tea. I don't have that today. No cafe stop today, just all the way through 100 miles. Quite often I do 2 real food and then 1 gel. That way, just because I think real food's just a bit more enjoyable. I don't even know if I've brought a gel out with me. So it might all be real food today. there is. I do have one gel. It's left over from doing the Dragon Devil, I think. I prefer the SAS gels. I've run out of those. Some on backup gels that I've managed to hold over from sportives and events. I've ordered some more SAS gels. They should be coming in the post soon. Bought some from eBay that expired at the end of October last year, but I don't really care. It still worked. Look at this guy spinning. What did this next go? So for anyone watching in the chat live right now, what are your plans today? Are you on the turbo as well? Or are you just having a chill day? We've got this on as background noise. Let me know in the chat. I'd love to hear from you. Help keep the monotony away. It's quite nice that this route is a bit lumpy though. I do have to change gear and put different power out occasionally. It's just a purely flat route. Oh my god, that's tedious. That's what the last half of this century is going to be though. I think doing the robopacer. Get loads of drops though. Spend in the drop shop. Oh, I don't know what my next purchase is going to be. So I'm going to hit level 36 by the end of this ride. I'll have the upgrade for this bike. I might just stay with this bike until it's fully upgraded. Because I think the rules for getting the Tron bike, you've got to do so much elevation, then also have 2 or 3 bikes fully upgraded. So yeah, I think just stick with this one, get it fully upgraded, and then see where I am in terms of purchases after that. It's a little bit annoying that you can't go into your garage and do your purchases and stuff from the website. It has to be through the app. Can't see it being a massive technical bit of wizardry to get that working. Just make the user experience a lot better, I think. Speaking as a professional game designer, which I am, if you didn't know. That's right, kids. I get paid money to design video games. And no, it's not just playing games all day. And yes, it can be boring and tedious, and frustrating and stressful, and upsetting. But it's also very enjoyable, and creative, and rewarding. Like I imagine most jobs can be. Especially creative ones. It's not always going to be fun and games. Fun and games. Making games. Okay, so we're now into the ride and we've entered ramble territory, where I just talk absolute nonsense for who knows how long. Probably another 4+ hours. If I maintain this pace, this is going to be a sub 5 hour century. I thought last week's was fast. I did the megapixel. And then 33 miles at robopacer. Less elevation today though. So it's gonna be speedier. As long as I can maintain this pace, of course. If I can't, then I'll blow up. Let's not worry about the pace though. As I've said in pretty much every other 40 video that I've done, it's about the duration. No, it's not. It's about the distance, not the duration. Yes, I always have little targets in my mind of things like when I'd like to be home by to catch the football or to make sure that family duties are taken care of. But hey, yeah, maybe we've done sub 5 hours today. I've just seen Angel Di Maria, who is my robopacer for later, pumping those legs. It's nice that they're doing robopacer on this world, so I can stay in New York with it. Make it a full New York century. I feel like I've run out of the long routes available to me on Zwift now. There's a couple that are event only that I'd like to do, but they're event only, so I don't think I can do those until Zwift tells me I can do them. So, I'm thinking, maybe not next week, but maybe for the week after, I'm going to give Ruby a try, which is another virtual cycling game, rivals Zwift, using more realistic textures and things. Might go right on there instead, and we can compare. Could be a good video, that one. Ruby versus Zwift. Which is better for a century ride? I used a 7-day free trial on that. See if it lets me do 100 miles on the free trial. That'd be good. There's also my whoosh. I don't really know anything about that, but I see a couple of people on my Strava feed using it, so I might investigate that as well. I said this in the last video, but I need to clean this chain properly. It's starting to squeak now. I gave it a quick rub this morning. Put some more chain lube on. And now really it's squeaking again. Just need to take it off, do a proper clean. As I said earlier, this is a bit of a dumping room. A makeshift conservatory at the minute, where I have the bike. So when I finish walking my dog in the winter, it's all muddy and wet, she comes in here and shakes. So there's all bits of dirt and dog fur in the chain and derailleur. Should be good to fix. We've got aero upgrade, which we will use at some point. Looking at the elevation graph on the top right, looks like there's a descent before a decent climb, which is probably about 5 miles away, so we can hold on to it for that. Lovely bit of Central Park at the minute, bringing back memories from my last trip to New York in February last year for my birthday. And we stayed in a really nice Airbnb in South Harlem. It's like 5 blocks from the north end of Central Park. So most days we would walk down into Manhattan or the Museum District through Central Park. It was bitterly cold. That was really nice. Nice and quiet. Actually, the first time we went to New York for our honeymoon, my wife and I, in 2017, in August, it was very hot, so we didn't do any indoor things. One of the outdoor things we did was we hired bikes and cycled down Central Park. And this was before I realised that I like cycling, to the extent I know I do now. I was saying to Mark Blackard in chat earlier that, yeah, up until about 6 years ago, maybe 7 years ago, I'd never had a proper bike. I never bought my own proper bike. It was always just kind of cheap things I could find on eBay or even the tip shop, like 10-20 quid, just to get me to and from school or university or work. And then I bought a second-hand Specialized Roubaix Elite for £600. And to justify that cost, I worked out how many equivalent bus journeys that would take to and from work. And I had a little whiteboard on my desk at work, and every day I would cross off a day, reduce the number until the bike paid for itself. And I'm still using that bike today. It's my bike I'm on right now, my full-time indoor bike. So I've got an Oro Gold STC Di2 gearing for my road bike now, which I absolutely adore. Love that bike, so good. These little horse-drawn carriage things on the right, futuristic versions, cyber horses. There's one coming up on the right here, check this out. It's got Tron legs. If you change the camera angle, make it a bit more interesting for people. Which we do. Helicopter, No, that doesn't work. Why doesn't the helicopter work? Okay, we do chase camera. Don't really like that. We'll change that camera. No. Alright. Well, the helicopter's not working, so we'll go back to third person. If you've got a camera angle request, put it in chat, and I will actually do it. But the helicopter's not working. Maybe Trump has imposed a no-fly zone over Central Park. Weird man. Even getting his tiny fat fingers into Zwift. I did say I was rambling though, didn't I? There we go. Looks like we're near the museum porter. Feel like I recognise those features, concrete railings. But maybe not, looking at the map. Yeah, I need some people to talk to me and chat. Otherwise I don't know what to say. Even if you're just watching, in the background, if you hear this, hello, please say hello in chat. It's quite a solitary existence, this. Cycling 100 miles on Zwift, all by yourself. As we go up a little hill. I decided to add YouTube to the end of my name on Zwift, in the hope that maybe one or two people within Zwift see that and go, oh, what's this guy doing? Oh, look up A. Russell on YouTube. Maybe watch a video. Don't know if it's happened yet. I've only been doing it since this ride. But there's been an hour and 17 minutes for people to see that. Maybe they're on the turbo themselves and don't know what to watch. they could, yeah, look me up on YouTube. We'll see. Not that anyone is talking in the chat right now, but if you are watching, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll just sit here in silence. And what would be great, tell me how you found this stream. Did you find it? Are you on Zwift as well? And you saw YouTube come up when your Zwift is nearby, and think, oh, I'm going to check this guy out. Or you're a regular viewer coming along to listen to my nonsense. Am I just talking into the void? There's no one to hear this. Am I really saying anything? We're not too far from the descent where I think I'll use my aero power up. It needs to be minus 6% gradient or more. I don't know the science behind it, or more likely the game balance behind it. But in my head, kind of what it needs to be to make use of the aero power up. I should really do some research on this. I'm going to try and talk with any authority on the screen. Anyway, so after this ramp, there's a descent. That's the descent. I'll power up. Oh, we're back to video game barks again. My buddy Ant and I were chatting on the Uber Pretzel stream about barks and video games that just get stuck in your head from years ago. Power up is one of them. For me, from Altered Beast on the Mega Drive. Another one from that game. Welcome to your doom. Crash! It's okay, it's virtual. Okay, power up. Should I tuck? I don't know if that was the best use of it, but I think I'll get another power up at some point I can use. Looks like a relatively long, not insignificant climb. See what the gradient hovers around at. This is big ringable in zone 3. Zone 4. I might jump down to small ring. Yeah. It's better. Keep it easy. Climbing back up to the cycle skyway. I'm pretty much just doing the same roads I've done reverse now. And then twisted my way around. I think the people around me doing similar distance. Milltoft on 28 miles, and Ima 27.7, and Bob Moore on 27.7 as well. And I'm sat on 27.8. Interesting. While watching, are the audio levels okay? I can tweak the desktop audio to be up a little bit if you're hearing the bike too much. Just sat in silence now. I don't know if there's anyone watching the stream, so make yourself known if you are, and I will chat away. Otherwise, I might just settle into a rhythm and see how we go. Oh, here we go. This is cool. Heading into Times Square, maybe? And then they give up Tour 2081. Is that the year it's meant to be in virtual New York, in Zwift? We're 55 years away. New York's going to look like this, everyone. Cycle superhighways and 0 cars. Flying cars, I think. And cyber horse-drawn carriages. There we go, it's the cycling tunnel. Ooh. It's fun. Is this the new Grand Central Station? That's what it's going to look like in 55 years' time. With monorail tram things hanging underneath the rails. The priority given to cyclists. There's still graffiti everywhere. It's still New York. Still an awesome graffiti scene. Got a 5-second power section coming up, which I'm not going to entertain. Just going to keep on pedaling at this cadence. Zone 2. Needs to be more Zone 2 than have been this ride. I think most of the robopacer section will be Zone 2 though. And that's half of the ride. But we get power up. And the power up is Arrow. Ah, now we're heading to Times Square. Nice. Up. Up the elevator. No, not the elevator. Escalator. Travelator. Up the travelator. Third time's a charm. Knowing what the word is. So there is a steep descent coming. Just whack the aero turbo power up thing on when I do that. "700 feet of climbing still to do on this route." Looking at the elevation graph in the top right, it's all punchy ones. Do a snack. So the muscle twinging a little bit there. We don't want that. When I'm doing the robopacer off stream, I'll start using the copy stops so I can jump off the bike and stretch. I don't hate the player, hate the game. Built into Zwift to use it every 33 minutes or so. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be activating this aero power up soon. I'll eat my energy bar. Where is this descent? It's just be a little one into the subway. But I'll still use it. Because there's another climb segment coming up soon. So I think I'll get another power up after completing that. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. This is very close to a 20 miles per hour average speed. I think with the robopacer, the last 50 and a bit miles could break that barrier and do a sub 5 hour century. Whoa, that seems unheard of. But that's the challenge for today. That's what I want to do now. 35 miles in, and I'm incredibly close to that target. 10-second power, I'm not going to sustain this. It's a cool little thing to have though. Another power up. Draft. Could draft this guy. Am I going to get a better opportunity? Probably not. Steering wheel. There we go. Brooklyn Bridge. We're going back out to Prospect Park. That's cool. There's futuristic cars, buses, whatever they are. Vehicles. We're still all here on 21st century carbon bikes. Brooklyn Bridge KOM. The climb, is it? Average of 1.7%. It's not a climb. Although we are descending right now, so yeah, down and up. 367 people have done this though recently. See if we can do top 100. Staying in the big room for this. Just getting the bridge come into view. When we came to New York on our honeymoon, we stayed in a hotel just the other side of this bridge, on the right hand side. We'll be able to see it. I got a helicopter view. But let's do that this time. No, helicopter view. Oh well. End of this climb is in sight. Running for a top 100, it's going to be close. Maybe not that close. No, we're not going to do it. We're top 50% then. 136, 272. And we've got further light. It's good because it looks like there's a vertical lump coming soon. It must be one of those travelators. I feel like I should waste it on that. It's so short and it's assisted. Oops. Big Balls Pizza Palace. Oh, 20-second power, 804 watts. That's impressive. That's very impressive. I don't think I've ever done that. Let alone for half a second. I'm just pedaling. I'm doing my own thing. Pew! 20-second average power. Yeah, I'm not going to waste my featherweight power up for this because it's an assisted travelator. So there's a ramp after this. I'll use it for that instead. Not immediately after, like in 3 miles, 4 miles maybe. 25 miles remaining to the next upgrade unlocks. Woo! What puts out? 65 miles. $40 miles into the ride now. Just over 2 hours done. But just below 20 mile an hour average. I think we can do it. Does really depend on how the robopacer section goes. This is only the first part of the ride. We're only 8 seconds off now, 20 mile an hour average. We've got climb coming up though, so that will change. Okay, I think we're going to activate this featherweight power up just before that orange section. So we go back over Brooklyn Bridge. Hotel we stayed at my honeymoon's just on our left. It was the nicest hotel I've ever stayed in my life. It was amazing. I think it's called Hotel 1 Brooklyn Bridge. Something like that. Yeah, it was fantastic. It's featherweight here. 4%. Featherweight's done! Oh, getting another power up. Feathers again. I'm going to use that for the next climb. clouding over a bit in Worthing at 1:30 in the afternoon. The camera of me is less blown out by the light now. And it's bright, there's no blinds or curtains or anything in this room, so all the light just comes in or just washes everything out. It's getting grey, so I can see you. And, well, you can see me and the things around me. And use the feather for this bit. So we get to this orange section. Yep. That felt pretty well timed actually. Normally I'm rubbish with these power-ups. Manhattan Bridge. Built by Robert Moses. The power broker. Not sprinting, thank you. Change gear, that's as good as you're getting. Not in 50%, but it's a sprint, I'm not surprised. Oh, no power up. Rude. Oh, it's a sharp corner. I love these tunnels. I love all the graffiti and the attention to detail they put in. On the graffiti, nothing else. Everything else is just dull repetitive textures, but shows an effort. I like that. I'm going to be wrapping up the stream soon. We've got 1.7 miles of this route left to go, and that will be another route badge done. Another nice long route badge. Right onto this route. And then after I end the stream, I'm going to jump over to robopacer. I just sit in there for another 2.5 hours. Hopefully not much longer than that. Hopefully not any longer than that. To get another 50 miles and complete 40 at 40 century number 35. Oh, we're getting there. We're close. If you haven't donated to the fundraiser yet, you can scan the QR code that's on screen right now. There's also a link in the description of this video that you can follow to my Just Giving page. If you are able to donate anything at all, it would be incredible. You will literally be helping to save lives, which is no small thing. If you can't afford to donate right now, I get it. It's January. It's been an expensive month. It's a long wait to payday for a lot of people. You can still help by liking this video, commenting on it down below, subscribing to the channel, and sharing this video, this channel, with your pals who you think might be interested in it. It will really, really, really make a difference. So please do that if you can. And if you're listening right now on the live stream, please hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps me out. It helps St Mungo's out, the charity I'm helping to fundraise for. It costs you nothing. So this is the last climb of the ride. Get out the other side of this. And less than a mile to go. And forget about it. We'll be complete. As we're into Brooklyn now, going between brownstones. Heading into Prospect Park to finish back where we started. Thanks for coming along for the ride. If you did, if you didn't, you're obviously not listening to this, so screw you. Okie dokie. I think we can do a sub 5 hour century today. Our average speed is looking good. And with the robopacer, with the drafting benefit on a mostly flat route, should be achievable. If I'm close, I don't think I'll quite make it with, let's say, 10 miles to go. Maybe I'll skip to a faster robopacer group just to try and help smash it out. But I really hope it doesn't come to that. I think we'll do it. I think we'll be grand. So I'm at what? 2.2 watts per kilo now at 20 miles an hour. We'll be alright. We'll do it. I'm going to stay with you until I hit 50 miles. After completing Fuhgeddaboudit, the longest route in New York on Zwift. Taking another one up. On the badge hunting journey. Just a matter of feet to go. Flat feet. We've done it. You have not the socks. Calories to burn socks. Route complete, forget about it. Did wish there were unique badges, like icons for each route, rather than the generic, well, you've done a route. It makes no difference whether you've done PRL full at 111 miles, 117, whatever it is, or one of these little 2-mile ones. I would like bespoke route badges, please, Zwift. Got a featherweight badge, which I'll take with me to the robopacer ride. Assume I can take it with me. I think we're going to be slightly above 20 mile an hour average as well, while we're going to hit 50 miles. 10 seconds. Yes. We're 9 seconds ahead now. That's incredible. Super happy with that. Okay, time to end the stream. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. Check out the other videos on the channel. Said it already, like, comment, read the cat, subscribe, or subscribe, I don't know which way it's going. 40 at 40, century number 35 is halfway done. I'm going to finish it on my lonesome while watching the FA Cup. I'm going to jump across at the end of this descent. Get some nice easy miles in first. I'd be a fool not to. Okay, leveling out. Love you lots. Time to find my way out of here. We're still descending a little bit. I will go at some point. That's 1%, right. It's time for me to go. I love you, bye! Right. 49.2 miles with this lot. Bye, bye, bye.